What is up, peeps? Darlene Winnie here, and I am finally back in the kitchen. I know most of my videos have been about the baby, but today I'm back in the kitchen and I am bringing to you guys TikTok recipes, and these are specifically for fall, which will be perfect for the time being now. And you can try these for Thanksgiving, have a little new, something a little different on your table, and it should be very fun. Also, it's going to be a little bit difficult because TikTok is very hard to follow. I don't know if you guys have ever followed any recipes from TikTok, and they go really fast because the time span is super quick. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would be very happy about that. And without further ado, let's get started. The first dessert is cheesecake and pie at the same time, and by TikTok they go by the name pie cheesecake bars. So if you love cheesecake and you love apple pie, this is a perfect one for you. And I already have all the ingredients here on my table, and I will begin preparing it. So first we are going to start with the crust. I don't know about you guys, but my favorite part of cheesecake is the crust. And I know these desserts are not healthy. Well, I want to say not healthy, they're just not on the healthier side, I guess. But it's okay. It's the holiday. You guys can indulge. It's fine. It'll all be fine. So now I'm just gonna transfer the crust and press it down on my baking pan. And I'm also going to add some non-stick parchment paper, that way it doesn't stick whenever it's done. And then we'll be finished with the crust. Okay, so next I go on to the streusel topping. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Apples with cinnamon. So we shall move on to that next. And the crust, it actually says to bake it, so I try to find out for how long and how much to preheat the oven, but it doesn't say, so I'm just gonna go with what I think. So I'm preheating the oven to 375, and then I'm gonna bake it for about, I'll say like 10 to 15 minutes, and then after that I'm gonna see how it is, if it's fully cooked. And if it's not, then I will put it back in there for another 5 minutes. So the last piece of the video is them doing the cheesecake filling. And I gotta rewatch this one more time because it goes way too fast.
Add our eggs, sour cream, vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and cornstarch. Then we layer, bake, cool, cut, and top it off with some caramel. And finally, our last step is to enjoy.
Okay, so I guess they just mix all the ingredients together. Hopefully that's right. And that's what we're gonna do. right, now I'm just going to layer everything up and then going to put it back in the oven. So our first dessert is actually going to take a while in the baker. So while that's baking, I am going to get started on dessert number 2. And this one is kind of interesting because it's called pumpkin cheesecake enchiladas. And I mean, obviously, if you're a Mexican and you know what enchiladas are, it's basically chili, but we don't have chili in this. This is a dessert. It's a sweet dessert.
Pumpkin cheesecake enchiladas? Yes, please. And before you say anything, yes, I realize these aren't real enchiladas, but boy, are they a tasty treat for our favorite fall flavor. Mix 2 blocks of cream cheese with half a cup of sugar and a quarter cup of brown sugar before adding 1 can of well-drained pumpkin and a small box of cheesecake instant pudding mix. This creamy filling is stuffed inside flour tortillas and coated in butter and cinnamon sugar before getting air fried. 400 degrees for about 3 minutes is all it takes for that good churro effect. We top it, of course, with whipped cream, caramel sauce, and graham crackers because cheesecake. Look at that. Amazing. And the crunch for the perfect bite. Who knew pumpkin cheesecake could taste so good?
Now that we have our filling put together and we set it aside, now we're gonna grab some tortillas, which is really weird. I'm really curious as to how this is gonna taste, but we're gonna get some tortillas and we're gonna put the filling inside as it says in the video, and then we're gonna drain them with butter and sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on top of them. Okay, so now that we're finished preparing them, I preheated the air fryer to 375 and we're gonna put them in there. And I don't know if it says how long we gotta put them in there.
400 degrees for about 3 minutes is all it takes for that good churro effect. We top it, of course.
Well, they said 400 degrees, 375 is good enough. And then they said 3 minutes. So we're gonna put them in there for 3 minutes. And this one was pretty quick and easy. And then we're just gonna add some toppings on it. And then we should be done with our second one. Our first dessert is still in the oven. I gotta go check on that. I'm talking about it. Okay, we're actually just going to wait until the cheesecake enchiladas are finished because they're only gonna take about max 5 minutes. So I don't wanna get started on the third dessert if those are gonna be done right away. So I will see you guys in a sec. Okay, so our cheesecake enchiladas are out of the air fryer. Now we're gonna put them on a plate and put the toppings on. I forgot to put my whipped topping on the fridge, in the fridge. and I put it inside the freezer, so now it's frozen. We gotta wait for it to warm down a little bit, and then we'll put it on top. All right, so now for our last dessert, dun dun dun. This video says it's called a pumpkin pie crisp. And according to this video, this recipe goes viral every single year whenever it's pumpkin day or pumpkin season. So we'll see how it turns out.
Happy National Pumpkin Day! To celebrate, I wanted to share this recipe that goes viral every year for pumpkin pie crisp. A creamy pumpkin pie filling is topped with a crunchy golden brown cinnamon streusel, and it's served warm with vanilla ice cream on top. It's insanely good, so let's get started. First, we're going to start with the pumpkin layer. So we've got some pumpkin puree, just plain canned pumpkin, granulated sugar, eggs, pumpkin pie.
So we start
spice,
off
but
with
you
the
could also
pumpkin
use
layer.
cinnamon, salt, and vanilla extract.
And
you want to whisk until that's well combined, and then we're going to add heavy cream, which
10
makes
times
that
before I
pumpkin
actually
pie layer
start
so
because
creamy and delicious.
it's too fast.
Whisk until it's smooth and well combined, and then we're going to pour it into our prepared baking dish. I used a 12-inch cast iron skillet that I had buttered, but you could also use a medium-sized casserole dish. Then we are going to make our cinnamon streusel topping. We're going to use flour, granulated sugar, cinnamon, salt, and melted butter. Beat it until it makes those nice little crumbles.
So we're going to start off with the pumpkin filling.
Oven until it's nice and golden on top, and the filling
and
is
then
set.
we'll go
Top with ice
on
cream
to the
and
cinnamon
watch it
streusel.
disappear. I promise you're going to love it.
Set that aside, and then we're gonna start on the cinnamon streusel. We're just gonna add the cinnamon streusel to our pumpkin mix, and then we're gonna put it in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes. And the oven, I did preheat it to 375.
A few moments later.
All right, so we now have all of our desserts finished. Now I'm just gonna top them off, and then I'm gonna cut a slice of each onto one plate, and then I'm gonna have my significant other taste them before I do, because I don't want to taste them and then be biased and tell you guys how it kind of tastes. I want his honest opinion. And these recipes are from TikTok, so I know I've tried other recipes from TikTok and they're not always good. So, but I really have high hopes for these. So let me do that, and then I will catch you guys in a sec. right, so here we have Dwightcito, and he's gonna be tasting my 3 desserts, and he's gonna be plainly honest. So we'll see how they taste. I haven't tasted them personally. I've only tasted the raw batter, so we'll see. The first one he's gonna try is the apple pie cheesecake. Is it too hot? It tastes good?
Fire.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly think that's the one that's gonna taste the best. The next one is the cheesecake enchiladas. I feel like he's not really gonna like this one, but we'll see. I'm kind of nervous for this one. Don't just eat that. You liked it? Oh, wow. I'm genuinely surprised.
This pumpkin actually ain't that bad though.
I felt like I wasn't even gonna like that one.
Fire.
Okay, that's good. 2 for 2.
I give this a 7 out of 10.
Wow, that's actually really good. It's better than that one?
No.
Oh.
That's a 10 for 10. This one. That's 7 out of 10. Alright. Next one.
All right. The last one is the pumpkin pie crumble. And I topped this one off with ice cream because that's what the TikTok said to do, so. Pumpkin crumble. I forgot the name. You like it too?
Fire.
I had high expectations for this one and the first one. My expectations were very low for the second one.
Fire. That's all I'm gonna say. Damn, I don't even like pumpkin though.
That's good then. I guess I should try them now. I'll just have this last piece right here.
Fire. Right?
Yeah, this one is good. I really think I left the shortbread, the crust at the bottom for too long in the oven though. This is the cheesecake enchilada.
Not for the drop.
That was pretty good.
Right?
And the last one is the pumpkin pie crumble. I think I like this one the best. What's your rating for the first one?
A 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10 for the pumpkin,
And this ain't
No.
exaggerated either.
for the apple
I
pie
didn't like that.
and cheesecake. What's your rating for the second one?
A 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 for the cheesecake quesadillas.
And a 10 out of 10.
And the last one, pumpkin pie crumble. A 10 out of 10? Bam. I give the first one an 8 out of 10. The cheesecake pumpkin quesadillas, I give those a 7 as well. And then I give the pumpkin pie crumble a 9 out of 10. All right, you guys, well, there you have it. Your 3 TikTok fall dessert recipes. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to do that. And don't forget to subscribe. I would absolutely love that. And stay tuned for my next videos. And I will see you guys later. Bye.
Please.